Alright, that's funny. Hello. What's up, stream? We're gonna get things set up. And then we're gonna go. NACL week 2, day 1 VOD review. Technically didn't cast any games today, so it's a tenner. Yeah. That's pretty good. We hit the tenner today. Oh, what is up, cat? Oh, God. Oh, I should have gotten water before this. Maybe a coffee. God damn. Alright, let's get things set up. You might have noticed that the music's not as fun. Because I'm on YouTube. It's just gonna be like that while I'm on YouTube. Are we missing 2 games? Oh. Hold on. Keep these all grouped. Bang, 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 bang. It's a tenner. Alright. You know what? We're gonna give this a couple. Honestly, I need to get fork and water. So bad. Like, it's gonna be tough if I do this with no water. That's good aim right there. Wait, what was Mazel pulling out? Oh, we got a Kindred plushie. Oh god, Rek'Sai into that's bold. Oof. That's a bold one. Swain Ziggs? What? I haven't seen the Swain and the Annie in a while. It was big at the start. Boop. Log it in. Swain Ziggs was a crazy one. Hello. How art thou? Ma. Took a nap, now you're eating food. Congratulations. Damn, they trade fast. All right. We're gonna start on this VOD. I need water. I'm empty on water, and honestly, I'm gonna just go heat up a coffee too. Give me a sec. I do need some water. All right. Coffee's been started. Thanks, guys. Oh, we're just gonna get going. Hopefully some folks drop on in. I'm gonna not start with this series. Yo, man, hope things are well. When's your Twitch back? Next week. Today, next week. It's big pee pee poo poo. Unironically, I was actually gonna start with this series because the series to me was not quite as close as the other ones. I thought the wild card played pretty well today, so I was happy about that. Yeah, give me the pen. All right, start with this. Okay. All right, so we've got Milio Yumi trade. We have the double marksman with Milio, which has gotten quite popular thanks to C9. I do think that's good. It's just really tough to even play stuff like Wukong into it. And I think that Victor's fine here because you should, in theory, have at least one winning side in top lane. I honestly did not mind both drafts. I do think that Victor still suffers from range, and I think that the Syndra ban from Taco, I can respect getting rid of that, but I actually would have preferred to see Syndra on 4 out of Taco. I know it sounds weird, but I think that if Syndra goes over to Wildcard, they get Thanos comp, where like you really can't do anything into that. If they go like Syndra Orin, I think it's really good. And I really hate Annie and the Milio, so I did like the Annie ban. If you blind Syndra, you can still kind of leave up Annie, and it's fine. Even though I think Annie's like pairs up pretty well. Maybe take away like some Syndra counters, try and set up for that. I think that's one idea. This time though, we did have wild card. Take away the Kha'Zix, take away the mid 2v2, or which can break this. I think that's a decent ban. And Jax, which is just, I know they're gonna go tank with this because they need some form of engage. So Zamido's the one taking the L, but honestly, Zamido's been pretty good at doing that so far this split. So that's been a pleasant surprise. All right, now this is a game that I watched. So I don't have too much on this, but this game I probably will go through a little bit faster just because I've already seen this one before. I was on the desk for this. The grass proc trade. Tomato spaced that, by the way, which is pretty nice. Onat is showing some good Victor knowledge here by trading Q against Soldier. You win out on the damage trade and the mana trade, so that's what you do level 1 against Azir. And for early levels. I like seeing stuff like that. Also, after this game, I am going to go get my coffee. So we did start a little bit of a caffee. Spawn does a nice job actually cleaning up a lot of that CS at his turret. There was like one winning angle for Taco in this game. But besides that, I think that like Rosethorn's pathing to get first crab and to handshake it. Like he pathed correctly for first crab. I think this is alright. But it's really tough because like you have Victor and I think you already get outscaled in this game. And like Victor does need time to be useful. So, again, this is where I thought that the game got kind of hard. I think one weird thing that could have happened this game, if we want to get, like, funky, which I'm okay with, is put the Cassante mid. I don't know if Taco's able to do that with Onat, but put it mid, and then maybe try and get a counter pick top. Because, like, you might be able to get a harder counter pick in a side lane and then try and play fast through that, which is tough, but... Alright, so Keel's first look was denied, which I think was okay-ish from Keel. He at least gets the clear in his favor, and like because there's no blood, he can start this up. But yeah, no dice. And Victor can't really do anything right now. You can just get CS. Alright, this was clever from Keel. So keep in mind, Keel just cleaned up his dragon. And my guess is the call right now from Taco is, hey, he's going to be clearing up. And he's probably going to base, and we're going to go contest the Rift Herald. We need to get that right. Instead, Keel sneaks on in. And they make a play to get gold on the lens, which is their win con. And they're going to do this to sack Herald, which I think is actually good for wildcard. I think it was a really nice play from Keel. And in the lower third here, you're going to see that the Herald gets stolen away by Jinx. So it actually goes in the pockets of Keel, which is pretty wild. So you can see Keel just picked it up. And now he's going to get a play made onto him. Lunacia has a really nice ult here. And Sligo also has a nice ult. And Sligo gets out, kind of, or tries to get out with a blast cone. I think it was a respectable attempt. So, but still really unlucky for Taco, because like it's a 1 for 2. But Herald did go over to the Kindred. And this makes the game pretty fucking hard, to be quite frank. Because you are not going to outscale Milio, Kindred, Jinx. It's really tough to interact with anything that you have. Alright, Dombre just trying to get some plate money. A flash forced out of Ornn. Good job, Lunacia. Alright, this is the one mistake that Wildcard made this game. That was tough. So, for me, like, once the Rosethorn double ults here, they're actually out of this fight. Like, they end up getting out, right? And they somewhat turn on the Sligo because he's here. It's a really nice sidestep from Onat to get out of that ult. And then Sligo goes down. Kills tried to help. But for me, all ults were burned on the 3 for wildcard, and they got out. If Sligo stays mid, then the Azir gets 2 plates, and this goes really, really well for wildcard. Instead, Taco gets a fight and a dragon off of it, which is good. This is the play that Taco needs to make. It's a good roam from Onat. I like the attempt from Taco. It's not like I dislike it. It's just that I think the wild card got out and they could have gotten something elsewhere, and then this game's like truly fucking over. All right. Didn't get flash, but they got something out of his ear. Try and set up Rift through that. They're going to send their TP bots so they can try and contest Rift. It's fun. Ristor's not in a position to contest this though, so this doesn't even matter. So they're just like... I really like the hover up there from Zumudo too. I think it's really good. It still is like, in this map state, it's not like Taco can get a ton. And this is where I think things got weird. So I think Onat stays a wave too, one too many here. And then he doesn't, like, he takes his turret, but he doesn't, like, he gets stuck here, and then he TPs here. Where, like, if you're going to do that, at least try and get a base off, and then TP to get items. Because now the setup for Taco is, like, really late. So I think what Taco should have done here is, instead of sticking around to get this turret, Herald was being dropped on this wave. So Onat needs to be here for this wave. So I think Onat should base here and get a shop off and then walk down. And then Lunacia is going to shift up to try and defend for the Herald. I think if that Onat is like mid here, I mean, worst comes to worst, you can TP to mid too. But ideally, you know, you're trying to walk. As Sligo based and was able to get here without using TP. If Onat's here, you can defend this, and then Lunacia can at least contest the wave bot and try and set that up better for Taco. Here they didn't do that, and then they get stuck mid. Onat's gonna get a shop off, and then they... Wildcard sets this fight up really well. It's like, I mean, it's just Ornhorn into the choke, right? And no one stops Zamudo. He stays back to make sure this gets off, and he's forward with it. It's a knock him on the Onat, and this fight's just fucking over. Zamudo played that really well. Along with the rest of the wild cards. Just really good team fight setup from him. Keel got out. So yeah, it's really good. And like, this is honestly the game. Wildcard scales nicely. Like, the only person that I think outscales is Victor, but when you have Kindred, Azir goes up in value quite a bit. Just given the displacement. And it's not like Azir is still fucking super useful later in the game. And honestly, I guess new Azir / old Azir, because they reverted back to old Azir. That is the true Emperor of the late game. So, which is a Victor outranges you. So I don't like the Victor Azir matchup anymore. I think that the way to punish Azir is you go at him very hard early. You play a lot of early game shit into him if you do see an Azir. I also think that something like Cinder is really good because Azir later in the game is always going to be auto-attacking. So I actually like that Sligo took Azir here when the Cinder answer wasn't available, because that's what I expect most mid laners are going to want to play into Azir. I also think that like something like TF's really good actually into Azir right now. You can contest push, you can make play in sides, and then that gold card's really valuable against him later. Oh, yeah. Alright, this is the fight. So, again, if possible, I think Lunacia should be approaching with Rosethorn or also playing off that bot wave. So, like, I think Onat is here late. And because Lunacia, like, he doesn't feel like he can shift up. Now, Zamudo did push this out, and then they double TP'd mid. This is one where I would want Lunacia to be on this wave, and then at least give Taco the opportunity to find angles or play through bot. Because, like, Lunacia just gets stuck here, and the rest of Taco just gets stuck in the choke. You can't fight through a choke against this comp. You have to try and make it a vertical fight where you're playing around rivers. Or river and then the river corridors where things are long. You get a little bit more mobility. Instead, you just get stuck here, and then it's just a fucking wipe. And that was the game. They pushed for the end here. Well done by Wildcard. That was a really good game from them. Oh, they had really good setups. Okay, coffee time. I knew that was not going to take that long. We'll go through game 2. Let me get a coffee real quick, though. And replenish my water. Whoops. Sorry. Guys, good coffee is just a day maker. My third cup, which is a bit extreme, I must say. Even for me, but that's fine. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. I shouldn't have any more interruptions now as I go through the rest of the games. Again, we're going through every game today. All teams treated equally on this stream. Okay. Third cup, that's right. Broadcast day. Okay. Game 2 draft. So I was actually really surprised to see Milio Lucian get through. I think this combo is like really, really strong. And I'm surprised that Wildcard chose to go for the Aphelios instead of denying that. It's a little bit new. Yeah, usually I see like Lucian Nami into Milio. Aphelios mostly to deny the Lucian. And frankly, I'm pretty glad. I really don't like Lucian Nami into Aphelios Milio. So I actually thought this was a nice adaptation from Wildcard. I'm just curious to see it because Lucian Milio is like... That was the Milio combo like since when Milio came out. And the rest of the draft, we did take the Jax on 3 into the Gragas. And the Gragas actually, they just kept it for Zamudo. Personally, I think Zamudo should have went tank this game. I don't know what that's like against Jax. Like if Jax just like goes Bork, you just get fucked. I'm really not sure. I just know that he went magic damage, and once Jax got a bit of a lead, he was actually able to push it, which was bad for the side of Wildcard. From there, they actually took Kha'Zix Orianna, which is a bit of a awkward duo. I do really like Ori into Annie. I feel like it's one of the forgotten Annie matchups. That's good. I honestly thought with this setup, they would run Gragas Kha'Zix and then take another counter for Jax. Because I like Gragas into Annie. But I will say, once the Kha'Zix shows, I do like the Volibear. It just like this just commits you into playing early, and it's like, okay, Milio might be able to help us later. I'm okay with this from Taco. I think that Annie is really good in the Kha'Zix, and if you pair it with the bear, it's good. It's just that none of that really plays connected for the side of Taco, and then things got fucky. Hello. Also interested to see that Zamudo only went 1 pot. Coach Cubby says, subscribe now. Hold on, guys. I have an emote. It's 5-head on the Path LCS stream. Yeah. My emote's actually the most realistic emote compared to everyone else. I must say. Everyone got some unrealistic emotes. Mine's very realistic with the 5-head. Good trade from ones. I do like Rosethorn walking in here. He just misses the timer by a little bit. Misses the timer again here. This is an okay idea from Rosethorn. I would be kind of okay with him trading Flash for Flash. But overall, like, it's decent tracking from Taco. I just think that Rosethorn, like, doesn't get a big enough lead here because they don't find the bot dive. Spawn and NXI are a little bit too chunked out. And I like the fact they actually hit Rosethorn here. And they kept him out. It's like Rosethorn just kind of runs around here and then doesn't find anything. And now Onak goes down. Then this game gets really hard. Because once you start losing 2v2 against the Kha'Zix, Kha'Zix can push so hard. And now Keel, he sees Rosethorn shifting up to the top side of the map. On your mini-map. And he's able to track him for another set of clear, which really helps. And he's got a Duskblade, which is massive. So after this, he just gets to walk into Volibear. Because Annie has Prio now, you have Merc Treads, and then you have Duskblade, and it's tough. So, again, I think this draft, like, the first few waves are really important for Taco, and I just think they missed their windows. And now Wildcard gets a nice, like, quite a bit of control over the bot side. And Ori finds the bear, so now Ori's able to hug the right side of the lane against Onat 6, which is like the window you think like you'd really want to punish the next time. Let's see. Yeah, so Spawn's trying to greed for a second plate here, and then this was a mistake from Spawn and Taco. I mean, he just gets fucking melted by red-white. And Rosethorn is on Dragon. So for me, that's a split call. I think that Spawn actually, if they want to take Dragon, Spawn's got a base earlier than that. And I know that Rosethorn was able to trade one back, but this makes the game really weird because now, again, it's really important for Taco to get things early. This Dragon timer now gets delayed, and the stack gets delayed too. Also curious to see Lunacia rush. I like treads. I know why he's doing this. Like the stand range is Zamudo, but Zamudo mistimes the like Lunacia counter strike a couple times and actually falls behind in this lane. I was a little bit surprised by. Yep. It's like that's one where there's 2 bumps in a row where he got counter striked still. Annie's in meta and pro play. Let's go. Yeah, man. You just press R and lose half your health. I mean, right now, like, for wildcard, this game's even. And I really think that, like, they have their gold where it needs to be. I know Lucian's up on Aphelios, which is important. But I do really think that Kha'Zix Ori are, like, the game breakers here. Because the bear just, like, doesn't become nearly as useful later, right? Oh my... And, like, this is not cool, guys. Like, what the fuck? This is Q-Evolve Kha'Zix, and he literally just gets one-tapped. Rosie needs to press R there. But, you know, he knows that. That's, bit of an oops. Ka is in play, though. Gotta love the bug. Bug is fun. I mean, yeah, so Keel's, like, on the hover here because he knows that... Or he wants to drop the Herald. He misses the Herald drop, which is kind of funny. And then we randomly pan top. So Onak goes down. Rosethorn is able to take down Lens, but still, we saw how strong Q was. And as long as the Qs are isolated, it's pretty big. The fact Soligo didn't find another is actually kind of a bummer. Overall, it's less... Oh, yeah, Soligo TP down again. It was less resources after this TP being committed by Taco. I think the flashing from Monat was poor. I also... Oh, man. Yeah. All right, so pretty much shit just went down everywhere. And wild card's up. Yeah, okay, so this, yeah. And we didn't time the bop right again. So Keel's up 2 levels. That's a problem. And he's got Glaive now with the Duskblade. I do like the Duskblade first. I think Glaive's fine, but like... You can do some nasty things with your Mythic first, like this. And Zamudo, it's really good from Zamudo, actually. I've been really impressed by Zamudo's Gragas. I mean, just... knocks him into Keel, who's now up 3 levels. And then, yeah, Zamudo just cleans up the rest. That was really well done by Zamudo in this fight. And I think that's the fight that, like, ends the game. It's another 2k gold into the good, like, the right pockets. Keel gets the feast on the side of the jungle, and then this Kha'Zix just is out of control big at this point. Bug being played is kind of fun. You get mid off that, the Crash Towers. And for me, this is like, that last bot play they went for, yeah, it was even. But Onat's getting crushed inside. He's got nothing, and he fell behind against Ori, who outskills the Annie. And then Wildcard just went on that side of the map, too, and they just take everything. So that's like 4k gold up in Wildcard's pockets in the last 2 minutes to go from 2k to 6k. And then Kyo just starts one-tapping everyone. Like, look at this. Three-level lead. It's actually just bug time. Damn, Sumido plays this very well again. I think it's a nice Q by NXI. Let's get him out. I still, or I'll call it. Well, I mean, this game's over at this point. I favor wildcard scaling. Go kind of unspoken with Annie Volibear for your mid jungle. I don't think the Annie Volley combo is great. I think in isolation, it is in theory good. Yeah, let's do Tuesday. That'll work. But if you don't hit any plays like 1 through 5, then it's fucked. And that's exactly what happened. Alright, and at this point, this game is really hard for Taco. They actually made a couple plays to get some gold back in their pockets by getting an objective bounty. But that was an overstay, because now Baron's up. I don't hate it. I think the game is really hard for them at this point, so... I don't think that was the best, like, spot to pick your fight, but... Again, it's hard at this point. I'd rather see them do that than roll over and die. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Really nice setup from Zamudo and Soligo. And yeah, this game's wrapped. All right, 8 games to go. Let's do Maryville Supernova. All right. Wow, we picked Vi first and let Milio through. I guess it is the handshake with the Yoomster. But we do have Supernova going for this double marksman setup that Blabber and C9 have been running in LCS with the Milio. And they get Annie, which I do like. I think it pairs up nicely with Kindred. I don't think about what a better 5 pick is, though. I'm also surprised that this isn't Syndra, but I guess the displacement, double displacement versus Lancer Spite's not bad. I just thought that, like, most teams would go Syndra here. And I would really like Syndra here, but I get the Azir, given the Kindred R. That's a funny way to spell croc. So, Syndra, at least allows you to somewhat close the gap in sheet range advantage. You also have a really good matchup in the Ahri. Annie. Because, again, like, using Scatter, you can actually interact with these 3 champions. And you uniquely have Kill Threat with Vi as a duo. I wonder what Quacker was thinking on 5, though, because Quacker tweeted that he thought that this pick could be better. It could have been better. I wonder what he was thinking, though. Because he's eaten 4 bans at this point. It's like, my head goes to Kennen, but I don't think Kennen works here. Unironically, I actually think Nautilus mid would have been pretty good this game. Like, Nautilus at these 3 is mid. It's pretty lit. TL would have done it. But they do need front line, so... Bont the top starts for each jungler? Wow, that's curious. Music was able to get over a ward. Not anymore. Alright, and then they roll the first mark for music. That's not bad. He dropped Raptor and a Baby Krug. Alright, Odd Orange gets a pretty fat clear, though. Because he's going to take this and Raps and then base. That feels good. It feels really good, actually. Yeah. So he's strong. He wants to fight. Oh yeah, it's the game that Scary Jerry and Zyka kind of blasted bot. That's worth it. Just given that you deny the wave. I don't think it's like uber worth it, but it's worth it. So well done. And now you can see that Quacker is going to start just giving the matchup, slowly bleeding a creep here or there. As Nara's range advantage. This is where Renekton does have kill threat / can a win. As we see Music have to get out. Robbie Bob goes too far in. It does really prevent Get Back's base though. So Get Back misses this entire wave off that. And then Robbie dies. So that feels bad. The Great Escape until it wasn't. So Quacker missed his window to get a kill. This upcoming base, the Snar should be fine. Yeah, Sketch is getting pummeled. And now I was going to go Sheen in this matchup. He went for this item, which I like. More attack speed. And getting up to move speed is where you want to be. So now off bot prio. Music's trying to make a play here, but Odd Orange is on the dragon. This is a late dragon for Maryville. They went for bot dive instead of taking dragon, I feel like. But it ends up being pretty good. And like for me, like the weird thing is like I feel like once you get the sums out of Scary Jerry, you got to go back. Also, I think that Sketch could have dropped those in a better spot. And now it's like kind of split. It's a really good exhaust coming out of Zyko. But the ult from Niles is good. Sketch got back in, but still Zyko falls. Sketch is free. And you're down a man because Quacker still doesn't have his TP up. Now Quacker's like forced to come in late almost. And he just can't really do much. Like, he gets double flash, but he never got a W off, which sucks. So I think for Supernova, like I don't mind the play on Scary Jerry, but like once this doesn't connect, then I would get out. Or once you see the TP, I would just get out. Because it's actually like I don't think it's one where you match, and I still like the scaling the Supernova has, so I feel like this was a bit of a press. And now Odd Orange is sweat as fuck. I found this funny. Just the whoop. I think Music has a chance to get an ult down here. Now, does he live that? No. But might have been able to turn something because Annie Kindred is good. And if you save CC for the end of the Amber's Respite, you never know what happens, you know? I mean, that going over to Music's kind of nice. Music saves Herald until second crash. Nice. This is good from Supernova. I mean, they get a lot back from this. Oh my god, the root connected. That's too bad. And good job from Psycho to make sure you got over to Auto Orange there. Just made sure that worked. Very nice. Good Yumi mechanics. Pog you. Also kind of sad, but you know, be what it do. Alright, so 2 dragons from you. Stride Breaker Renekton. Alright, so we have a trade. Scary Jerry continues to get even more fed. MU's bot lane really, like, I mean, they crushed this laning phase. Props to them. And them getting 2 towers here. I will say, I feel like this is worth it for Supernova, regardless if this play goes this way or not, as this is an even game. And they are still getting resources on their double marksman. So I will credit Supernova for making that long trade to get double inners. And I know it went their way in the end. Hold on. Yeah, well played. This was really well played by MU. I thought like that in particular from Jerry and Auto Orange was really good. Thoughts, I think what's in the game here. As no dice, but at least gets in the Baron. Now this game is astronomically turbo hard. Now we see who scales harder, you know, Milio with double marksman or Azir with Yumi Aphelios. I still really dislike the Azir builds that we're seeing. I really think it's Crown Nashers, guys. I know this is like what Faker's doing and shit, but like it has to be Crown Nashers, no? You should be able to auto attack against this team too. Like you have, only thing you're worried about is anti-stun. And if you have Crown, it's fine. Not a ton of things can get Crown off. This game got a little bit weird, didn't it? A couple things that go get a little awkward here. I really like this pick from Supernova. Like Robbie's still able to catch that top wave, and that's like the last wave. Either way, that Niles is gonna probably look to shove until he resets to like pressure the Baron. I think that was well timed from Supernova. It was a good attempt. And we have Quacker preemptively ulting and hiding. And it's a really good side set from Quacker. So this is what made the game pretty interesting. And I think Quacker for me, like, oh, my cam's not been on. Not that people care. Hi, what's up? I'm biased towards Quacker just because I have more info on him. Because back when I coached Miami, we used to scrim against him at U of I. It was him and Zeno. Quite a bit. And he used to fuck our team all the time because he was a good player. And whenever this guy plays, I think that he has good moments. This is a really good moment from him. And I don't think the top pool is great, this split, for challengers, being frank, especially compared to last split. Like, we had Jenkins, Haunter, and Hoon. But I think Quacker's been, had some nice moments, and that was definitely one of them. So they focus the zero down really well. And then this is the double marksman with Milio. And it's executed well from Supernova. So they get Baron off it. And this game got a little interesting. It's really well done, though. Also, Auto Orange needs to pull off Baron with his team here. He got a little bit lost in the sauce. Auto Orange has had a pretty good start to this split, too, I will say. But that fight was not in his best moment. So, because Baron recalls, Supernova, they get back on the map, and Auto Orange gets picked. They don't play through mid-wave. Supernova beats him there. Entering the fourth dimension for a split second? Hell yeah. No, man, whenever this guy's played, I thought he was good on Wildcard, back when it was like the Team Luke team. Like, he was fine. He plays his shit well. Alright, so Niles did sneak an inhibitor from this. That's a pretty big deal in my opinion. Because it's down for 5 minutes, and it does have a big map impact, as it is sole point for Maryville, and that means that inhibitor's down for the upcoming Baron and Dragon. Now, it is traded for mid inhib, but I'd always rather have a side lane inhibitor. For real, guys. I would always rather have a side than inhibitor down almost compared to mid. I think mid inhib's pretty useless compared to sides. Mid's just like, I don't know, every team just like plays through mid, you know? Like, yeah, you don't get first answer, but also like, look at how stuck fucking Quacker is up here, and he has to burn TP for this play. And now there are no options for Supernova. Yeah, well done, MU. And Niles is just death splitting, rage splitting another turret. Great. So, I mean, I think MU recovered really nicely from this. I think that what I would encourage Supernova to do is, we like try and match a side, but also you can block. Like, if someone's always showing, you can just always fog and threaten with Hanny. I'm Supernova. So I would pick a side to control, and unfortunately for them, for a little bit, it probably had to be top side, but then you want to control bot side, because of course this is the next objective coming up. It's really big. And this gets played pretty well by MU. So get back preemptively flashes. Robbie Bob doesn't find the stun with Tibbers. It's a root on the Niles, so Mega Pops, but Quacker gets really low, and Quacker doesn't have any TP because that last play from Supernova failed. So they don't have the tools they really need to contest this dragon. I think Quacker should channel, like, base, like, now. I would eat up and based. And if they go after you, then they gotta fucking send the boys. Like, at least you get an answer spite. Really nice ult from Scary Jerry. And that's literally, that's it. Good job from MU. I think that as this game went on, funnily enough, the Aphelios kind of had range / poke advantage, because I think Scary Jerry held good guns at this stage of the game. That was a mistake. They need to wait. Yeah, he needs to not go in the melee range and use a Quacker here. And while this is going on, I get back just in the base and I got a little bit close. It's kind of cute for music, but Auto Orange and MU step up in this game. But good job, MU. Couple oopsies in there, but I think overall it was a pretty nice game from them. That was the best look that we've seen out of Scary Jerry so far. I think Auto Orange continues to be all right so far. All right, next game. All right. So we remove Vi. We keep the Enchantress trade. I'm actually going to prio Aphelios here. I'm going to play Yuumi, Sivir, into Aphelios Milio. That's ballsy. This is where I think the Cinder, though, comes up rather nice. Also, I actually like this from our teams in draft. I think we actually have... This is something I've been talking with a couple coaches about. if you're going to trade Enchantresses, right? Like, these are on the board. You're going to trade them. If these are up, you pretty much have to find pairings in the first phase of draft, or else they're not that good. Now, I think Supernova, they've played Saber a couple times. That's unique to them. Like, if they don't take that here, like, the Yuumi pairings go down quite a bit, and it gets hard. Because like, I don't think you can play Ezreal into Milio Aphelios. Like, I think this is, unironically, it's not a good option. I don't love this option still for Sketch, but pairings go down. So you have to find pairings. So that means that you can predict another part of the draft phase, right? It's the same thing when it was like the Zeri, Lulu, Lucian, Nami trades going on. I like what we saw from Maryville, and that once the Wukong is taken, they actually prio the Ahri. And they don't take a jungle answer here. They feel like they can drop junglers, and they actually draw a Panthman, so they get... I think what is a decent setup for Kha'Zix this game, if they want to try and run it, because like I think Ahri sets up for Kha'Zix okay. I don't think Wukong is Kha'Zix's best matchup, but it's not... It could be worse. And frankly, I would have actually not banned Annie, as I love Milio into Annie. I feel like Milio makes Annie really unplayable. So I would actually... I think the Cassio ban is fine. I would have taken away Syndra or Lissandra instead of Annie. Actually, you can't really play Listen to Milio either. So fuck that. Ban Syndra. I would have changed that. I would have changed that for MU. I think that Annie in the Milio is so fucking fake. And you could... I mean, I guess you can't take it yourself. You're showing Ahri. They take the Jax. They eat a Graggy from Quacker. As they banned 2 Quacker champs beforehand. And then Kha'Zix. Honestly, I will say, I do not like Kha'Zix. I think Syndra is okay into Kha'Zix, because, like, Scatter's pretty strong. I think the Jarvan ban's actually good here from Supernova. I like the Jarvan ban a lot. We could just fucking Maokai. I would have rather seen Maokai, frankly. I know it's a lot of magic damage, but you make Syndra's life really fucking hard with Maokai. Not to mention that you can always force, and I think it pairs up well with Ahri. That's just me. I guess the other option would have been Poppy, and honestly, Poppy's pretty good here too. It's not as good into the Sivir Yuumi. Of course, Sivir can always E Nature's Grasp, right? I think it makes life really hard for Syndra, though. And that's still valuable. And if you do that, in my opinion, I think you force second item Mikhails out of the Yoomster. Okay, I did not see this game. I went for a run. And it was a shitty-ass run, because I'm out of shape right now. But that's good. Nice electrocute proc for get back. I like that. See if Niles rushes the Mercs. Now this game ended up being very Supernova favored. I'm kind of curious to see how it got that way. Because we have bot to top clears again from each of our junglers. Honestly, it might be the weirdest part about... I know it's like double Enchantress bot, but still is a weird part about these games for me. I don't like this clear for the Kha'Zix. Like, I feel like Kha'Zix always wants to start on the single target camps. I feel like Blue Gromp is so much better for him for a start. Oh, that's a little sad. So Niles doesn't get that one down. I mean, that's pretty fucking close. It's bad. I guess Quacker... Ooh. Whoa. Curious. Nice. I mean, this is good for music. I mean, they're attacking Aphelios on the red purple or a blue purple timer, which is a little bit awkward. But they know they got Scary Jerry's sums level 1. And so they get to revisit, and it's really good from music to get back there. And it's not going to hurt him that much. Like, you also, by doing this, somewhat deny Kazakh's... I guess Kazakh's wants 6, ideally, before you start this, as... Oh, that's really good from Odd Orange, too. He's got Flash. Music should be dead. Ooh. If he Flash Qs there, like, can he still get out? I guess he did start with a jump. Good job from Get Back here, as he went triple landing items, but it paid off. Yeah, well done, Get Back. Okay. So I guess Odd Orange, by forcing that out and saving the Flash, he does get the first dragon from you, which is nice. Kazakhs does neutrals very quickly, whether or not he evolves his Q. If he evolves his Q, then obviously it's absurdly fast. Ooh, we have Roa for Quacker. I must say, I do like the Roa build. I feel like Everfrost is a bit overrated at times. The stats from this item suck. Alright, we do go Claws. Nice. Whoa. How'd this game get so Supernova favored? Ugh. The collegiate finals rematch not going the way of Robbie. Get Back is getting a little bit of revenge. I mean, they force... Oh, God. Quacker's going to force him way off. I mean, this is really good from Quacker. Like, he's using his lead well. I think Supernova definitely misexecuted that, but... This song's got weird vibes. How does this game blow up so in favor of Supernova? Like, I saw, like, the quad at the end, and I was like, wow, they murdered this game. And right now, I feel like it's pretty close. I mean, right now, it is pretty close. I know I just flamed Everfrost, but Ari should win 100% go Everfrost this game to just set up Kazakhs. That's a must. I mean, Amigo get first 2 dragons. They did drop first Herald, but they still got something with it. Niles is getting fisted top, though. Robbie Bob is getting fisted mid, though. Alright, so the guy gave Quacker the gold. Oh. Oh. Yep. Nice. I like the flashy there. Like, just don't fuck around with it, you know? Well played. And he's on the best Graga skin because the recall animation. And we're just gonna fucking TP bot immediately. Holy shit, guys. Quacker ran this game. I mean, I think Music played the level 1 really well. And then Supernova actually they capitalized off that. And then Quacker got a lead and actually did a lot with it. Alright, so this is how the game gets fucked. Oh my god. And MU just send it? I mean, it's not a good fight for them. Get back not getting any resets is unlucky for sure. But Jesus Christ almighty. Suning win. I mean, really good setup from the Quackster. The Jax TP is too far away. I just don't get music, which is a little sad, but it's a really good play from Supernova. That play, like, play is winning before anything mechanically happens. Just given where the Quacker TP was and then where music was, which is really good from Supernova. That's really good. Actually, what year was U of I at CLAW? I think it was 18. Didn't they beat MU in 18? That's when we scrimmed them a fuck ton. They were really good. Hold on, let me entertain myself. Yeah, it was Illinois. Yeah, they beat them. Check out who's on this roster. Oh, it was Topopotamus. No! It was Xeno, though. They were playing with Quackster. I could have fucking sworn. Oh, God. This roster was... Yeah, this roster was something else. And then UCI won with the Bloodwater team. Yeah, I remember this. Young Bin and Bloodwater, they were good. Dude, Xeno was really good, man. That guy fisted us all the time. Misty Stumpy was funny. Oh, yeah. What's this Western? Remember, Drake Porter talked so much shit on Columbia, and they got thwomped by UCI. And he talked shit to everyone all split, but yeah. Youngbin was jungle, yeah. That team, like that team was just way too good on map. Damn, I could have sworn that was the Quack team. Where was he? The fat man's in and the dive's gone. Oh my god. Now it's flashing in there. It does look troll. But this game is toast. So I honestly do not like. They have numbers up there. So it looks terrible, but I'm okay with that flip. Yeah. This game's toast. Yeah, it's just fat man being fat man. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's so big. He's so big. He's so tonky. Damn, man. He's the big fat man. Yo, Sketch is just fisting this fight. Dear Lord. Guys, the raid boss did go down. There is a dead raid boss. I mean, really nice Zanya's from Quack. That dude, Quacker played this really well. Like, he got so much out of MU to make this play happen. Oh, that's a... Someone, please cue the brush. That's not okay. Oh, whoops. I mean, if he stuffs that, it's really good. So I'm gonna draw TPs out. Both TPs. Oh, we're gonna fucking flip this? Please, for the love of God, no. What the fuck is doing? What are we doing? For the love of God, Supernova, why do we do this? Oh my God. I mean, not a lot of reason to do that from Supernova. Kragus is nerfed on the next patch, by the way. If not the one barrel, throw the cask. That'll splash the blug. Jesus. Oh, the Gragas nerf? His passive went from an 8-second cooldown to a 12-second cooldown. It's pretty big. Yep, that's gonna do it. I mean, we still need to get a sketch quad. This game has been over for a while. Yeah, Cinder's pretty strong. Champ is pretty good. Alright, I respect it from MU. And again, this game's fucked, so I respect that. Good try, honestly. But game's back to being fucked. Quacker's level 18, nice. Well played. GG's. Okay. I left some of the more competitive games for later. I already saw this one, so I'm just gonna go through this one because this series wasn't as interesting to me. I haven't seen the other two. All right, it's another fake Abernathy game. All right, so this draft for Disguised ends up being 3 winning lanes and winning jungle, and therefore I think the EG can win. I think this draft isn't terrible, but yeah. Maybe the answer is to ban Vi instead of Sejuani. Because I think Vi makes things hard. There's like just nothing that shading can do this game. Get us into the game. Woo! All right, so Tomio's going to make a move here on the Shaden. Shaden taking this was hilarious to me. If you want to take that, I think he has to prep a sapling, so he makes sure to proc phase rush immediately. Now he does get to go back to his camps, which is like fine, but now he's though, so we're not going to walk in. So I think one of the changes, like, with the TF build is... Or, the TF build. The Shiv build, I should say. I'm already thinking about TF Shiv. I think that some matchups become winning that were previously losing. I think this matchup for the LeBlanc... It's skill matchup in the Ahri, but it's playable. I think that with this build, it's actually pretty LeBlanc favored. Especially once you get the Shiv. Mostly Shiv in Lost Chapter. You can match the push, and if LeBlanc's able to fog before Ahri, it gets really tough for Ahri to like walk anywhere. All right, so Shaden loses another camp just because none of his lanes have prio. All right, you can see everyone is just winning for disguise. They're up 2k gold off waning. Huge. Woo! This game is really boring, quite honestly. All right, so they get Herald, they drop top, they dive the Scion, he dies. They get a second crash. And then I think the one winning play from EG comes up here. Yeah, it's this. All right, so they get 2, but they stick to get another wave in, and then they just double TP, which I thought was really good actually from EG. I think Ryoma should have saved Chom from Meech. Not that it matters. But Meech saves Flash, which was smart, because he was fucking dead. And that was a good play from EG. As we continue to see the Maokai getting fisted by Vi, who wants Tsundere and not Black Cleaver. I don't really know when Vi goes Sunder or Cleaver, by the way. Like, I don't know, like, what makes players decide that. I'm on the Cleaver camp. I'm in the Cleaver camp for what I think is best, but I think it's like if Vi's get absurdly far ahead, or like you just gotta push early. I think that's usually what ends up happening. Charm missing from around when there was a bummer. Not that it would matter a shit ton, but again, this game was pretty over. I think draft was pretty hard to play for EG. They just didn't have strength. I mean, like, once, like, multiple lanes get cracked open, too, it's bad. So, I thought this was a good game from Tomio. My DSG lanes played to about what I expected. Fake God's Renekton continues to be very scary and probably worthy of a ban. If he's doing this into a Scion matchup, I don't think there's another player in the league who can play Renekton into the Scion like this. As consistently he does, so... if you ban the Croc, though, I think he's got more picks that I'm looking forward to seeing. There's still one pick I'm waiting to talk about when it comes to Fake Out. Okay, this is the other play of the game. This is the only other moment where things get interesting. All right. So, send the boys on to Soul. There's a TP. Soul is fucking tanky because he's Scion. Rambo finds a lot of damage down, but Fake God heals up a lot of it. They can't get a kill, so Ryoma doesn't get any resets. Good flash from Young. Almost hit Meech. Speaking of Meech, check the feathers in the bottom. Shaden walks too far up. And he gets tripped. And then Ryoma flashes late. Didn't react to the Q flash. Would have been tough anyway. Or either way, I should say. Well played from Tomio. They can't even take fucking Baron yet. They're that far ahead. They just wiped the floor with him in that fight, though. They actually kind of dunked on him. Alright, so we find the chunk on the Tomio. Not that it matters. Tomio goes golden. It's a really good play from Zazel. The W to get canceled, but he always saves it. There's a drive-by from Soul. And that's everything burned, and that's just Baron. Because all the waves are shoved. And they cannot contest. And that is just how fucking over this game was. Next game is at least more interesting. Leandres, LeBlanc, I do respect into this draft. Leandres LeBlanc feels terrible. But sometimes it's necessary. I don't know how bad it feels with the ship build, actually. I'm gonna assume pretty bad. Ah. And it's Ocean Soul for DSG right on time. DSG are fucking pounding EGC. King goes down. Really like the flash from Zazel there. Ari does no damage. Severfrost. And you're miles behind. GG. Easy game. Not much to talk about there. All right, we're halfway done. All right, this draft. So this is the C9, Milio, and Double Marksman, which actually didn't have as much success today. I really like the Blitzcrank pick here. I think Blitz is great into all these champions, and it got played to very, very good use by Smoothie in this game, I must say. Now, I did miss a trade, which is important because this is where Aphelios was taken. So they're not the Aphelios, and it's not a Jinx answer like we've seen. It's actually a Zaya answer, mostly because I think Vi's showing, which they took away from Tomio. So this response, again, I'm okay with this response. It does give a little bit of playmaking earlier to EG, and then they still have scaling in the fact that they have a Syndra who can buy space later. I was talking about the value of Syndra into the Milio comps, and I think Syndra was a really nice pick here. The split push LeBlanc is good against Syndra in the fact that, like, in side lanes, LeBlanc can still get a lot of pressure, but in the groupings, this is very EG favored, and I think EG plays this well. Because they just start force grouping. And this guy shouldn't have the best answer to it. Fuck. Sorry, guys. We worked today. And we ran. And we're still working. Because I like my job. Sorry. Alright, so Tomio did... Tomio started this, pulled it. He also took the wolves, and then he double crabbed off that because he got the chunk. So Shaden's kind of stuck with what to do right now. So he tries to wrap around bot, and they get two sums out, which isn't ideal. Sorry, I was trying to remember what happened when Shaden there. This was a tough start. Excuse me. Maybe that's why I'm tired. Nice flash burn there from DSG on Smoothie. That's very valuable. All right, Ryama misses Cannon. Nice from Young. Fake God has an advantage right now over the Scion. This is where things get a little bit goofy. So Ryoma is going to get traded out, but they find Cassante in the top side. So Ryoma got a little bit stuck there. But they also got Fake God top. And because King's able to catch this, I actually think it's not too bad for the side of EG. Because they get Herald off it. So I know that they're getting, like, they lose 2 points bot, and things get really weird here. So I think what Smoothie needs to do is ult now. Like, he has ult up, I would ult then fist. And then maybe he finds the kill. Because Tomio, like, presses R right before the fist comes out. If he gets the silence in and then fists, maybe he's able to get enough damage or combo with Ryoma where they can get it before the end strike comes down, because that's not the case. That goes over, so Meech picks up 2 points bot. I guess 1 for now. And now King is getting solo XP, which is nice. And I think one of the reasons why I'm not saying that DSG, like, super outscales EG this game is that I think Aphelios scaling versus Xayah scaling is very Aphelios favored if you get to later stage guns. Or items and guns. So I do like this. As King is spotted on a ward here, Santomio is a little bit wiser to it. But it's a nice hook from Smoothie, and they combo really well. And keep in mind that Tomio doesn't have Lamb's Respite. Shade not able to find it. Soul goes down. So at the moment, it's pretty disguise favored. Fake God's playing really well this split. Really nice, though, from Smoothie there. Knew that there's no Lamb's Respite, and then guessed the flash, kind of. Pretty nice from him. And they do get Herald Crash and Gold on the King. So I know that it's an even game right now, but I think EG has a... Each team, I think, has resources allocated in okay spots. It's not like having resources in Kindred's bad. But I think resources in Aphelios is really important this game. Alright, first 2 drags. Traded out for first brick. And see, Ryoma King are... Like, Ryoma's been laning fine. Well done. Really well played. The E-hook combo into the R. And Young just can't move. And Shaden one taps his ass. I mean, he loses half his health on the way out, but still, well done. Fake guy don't even care about that Scion, man. He is just chilling. Alright, so Tomio loses Heralds. He's going to trade out camps on the other side. That's another mark for him. So he's at 5 already this game. Really big ult here from King. That hits 4. And they just find a root. So they actually don't go on the Fake God. They find a hook on the Zazel, which is pretty big from EG. But Zazel goes golden. And they do get a Lamb's Respite down, but Ryoma's angle is really sick here. And Young does no damage in team fights. But watch Fake God in this fight, by the way. Fake God is playing really well. So, King goes golden, because Fake God hit him with a 3rd Q, so he had to not get ulted, and then Fake God still cleans up too, really cleanly. And it actually is a favorable fight. or DSG off that. Pretty much off Fake God's play. But I do think this is a good setup here from EG. Like, I like the contest. I think it's a really good TP. And they trade out a 4v5, 2 for 2 in a scenario where I feel like it could not have really gone worse for them. I think if anything, maybe Ryoma flashing forward to just kill Melio is a little bit aggro, and like Fake God just like one taps everyone, which I guess you're not necessarily counting on, but. Oh, this was really funny from Soul, actually. He was able to get down out of there. So I mean that meant that this dragon says no soul point for disguised. I mean it's not the best soul for disguised, but I do think that this soul is really nice for EG. As any poke they take from the block just gets insta healed. And that is valuable. Now, the Blancs has full control over the waves, and EG at this point of the game, they can't match anyone on the side lane, which does make things a little bit tough for EG, but Young just doesn't get enough out of it in return. And I think EG just, like, if they caveman, it's not bad for them, because, like, and they blitz Scion and Vi. You can force. So at the moment, it's kind of a seesaw of lanes. And you see them hovering the Ryoma lane to protect them from LB, which is good. Again, LB inside will win. Not to mention just the sheer shove from LB is just really obnoxious. Like Young pretty much instantly on that bot turret, as because you have Shiv, you just get to hit so many more windows. And yeah, you can see Young. More windows because like you just insta-kill waves. So you can fog like forever, which is the dream on LB. Like, look at that shit. That's such horseshit. Literally 2 autos kill the wave. Thank you. Good chunk on the smoothie. I was really curious, though, to disguise actually hit the Baron here, because if I'm disguised, I get this chunk, I'm killing the next mid wave and either insta-basing or like I'm dropping wards and then insta-basing. I know I could be a late base, but if I can sneak that in, I think that that's really big and would have made a difference in this fight, because right now King has better items. Ryoma has better items. And I think that's a big deal. And they could have gotten one more base on some of the carries. Could have been nice. And they're just playing off Cinder Poke, which I thought was pretty nice. Or always Cinder Scatters. So Cinder Scatters and then Smoothie Fishing. And they get mid off this. They do lose Inhib, which is bad. Now, I also think that the answer here... This is a really big hook. Tomio flash in a straight line. So they sent Scion the answer, which is an oops. Scion can't do shit here. And they kill jungle. Fake God barely fucking lives. Kind of unlucky. But it's a really, really nice scatter from Ryoma. Hit the fucking Baron. I know junglers are dead, but hit the fucking Baron. I think that EG could have pulled this sooner. And also didn't play the Super Bowl on the way out. Like, I know they get Fake God and then they take the Dragon, but... They had to pull Young out of that side lane. So I think that they should have hit the Baron sooner. Just force Young to TP and join. If he joins, I favor the Syndra team in the 5v5 because Scatter's too good. He's got to play around Scatter. You can see that Smoothie doesn't want to hook Fake God because he just has Unstoppable, so he's not even going to take the skill check. See, now this is where, if I'm EG, I would just hit the Baron. Yes. So Ryoma gets spotted. He's going to get zoinked out. So really good hook from Smoothie. I really like this from Smoothie. Check this. He just throws it into a 3-stack, ends up finding Azazel. He doesn't even get an ult off. Now, Fake God does do some massive shit, at least with the 3-man Unstoppable. But isn't able to get anything else, because it is just EG that has more tools than the 5v5. Yeah, tell me I failed to Q over the wall. Oops. And so that is the Baron for EG. I like that EG started Baron finally. Could have been a bit sooner. And then Fake God. Able to make it out. That was really deep from EG. At least that tower was low. But EG need to continue the force because they don't have anyone matching the LB. And LB is still smurfing in the sides. So it's still a turret for Disguise. Not the worst thing in the world. It's tough now because now Disguise is staring down Soul Point. Ocean Soul is fake, but it's not bad with what EG is working with. Oh, not this fight. Shaden just didn't find anything and didn't get an ult off. And they get kind of ran down. Now King plays this out. And he's got Infernum Gun, which is pretty lit. Props King because he played this out well. Each gets found. Rama goes too deep, but King's too big. And he takes the last dinner with, I mean, Baron expired, but they cleaned up all the inners with Barons. Not bad. At least makes it so that you can win the game. To get another good play. EG, I think that they should have... There's no objectives up still. Okay, so they force 5v4. The hook goes wide. And Shaden goes in the GA. And they get Milio ult and Cassante ult, so it's not terrible. And then they do not hit the Baron because it's not up yet. But no one touched Young and the base gets kind of forked. Alright. So now they're hitting Baron. You get the walk to come. Which is the right move. And they get a really nice chain of the Fake God. And it's a really good ult coming out of King. So they chunked DSG pretty good. They get Milio ult. Young has not left. They actually have a TP coming in. Now Ryoma's playing base defense. And Ryoma's actually able to do it. And that means that Ocean goes over to Disguised. But it's still Baron for UG, which at this point take. And I think this is the last fight. Yes. Alright. So, I mean, I love this from Fake God, personally. Like, the Q flash to find King is so lit. But it's a 4-man scatter here from Ryoma over the wall. And that's honestly game-winning. Because Fake God then goes down, and then King can actually live. If that doesn't come in, then king dies, and shit gets hairy. Instead, king lives, and things are chill. So, really well done from Ryoma. GG's. Alright, on to FlyQuest. We had a first pick Craig? Wow. We put it mid. Wow. Or, mid or top? Probably mid. Okay. I don't mind the poppy angle here. I do mind the Rek'Sai angle. I don't love Rek'Sai. I would have Nard or Jaxed or whatever champion concept wants. And put the poppy in jungle. And if you're going to jungle, I would honestly rather have seen Lee Sin, because you're against a Kindred. Give you some displacement to try and like control the ult. I know Lee's not very popular right now, but yeah. I like Rek'Sai sometimes. I also somewhat despise Rek'Sai and think she's played in a lot of bad spots, and this is one of them. Because like, I don't know who you move. It's really hard to move Gragas. And top lane should be like slightly winning for K'Sante. I am glad to see the Poppy Flex though. I think it's good. I just think I would have put a jungle this game. Oh, this is all spotted. Oh, Will doesn't know he's spotted. That's kind of sad. I mean, he's gonna get Raptors, but that's like not super high value. Wow. So Will set himself kind of far behind first clear. And did not get much for it. He took away a Raptor camp, which is not great. And he skipped over his Gromp. And he got double crab. And that's the second mark for UG. Okay. Damn. Oh, it's like a delayed big first base. Like, the whip feels good on Rek'Sai, but... like, you're late to the river if you want to take an early drag. And Yuji is just lying away, so now he gets to jump on a Will, which is hard for Rek'Sai. Yeah, this is not looking good. Like, if Annie Rek'Sai aren't able to do anything, then it just, like, fucking sucks. Be Annie Rek'Sai later. They've yet to do anything. Nice. It's a little greedy from Spyrax. I mean, there are moments like he has it, but good flash away from Darkwings. All right. Well, good job, Will. Was able to get a couple things. It's important. I just don't think it's enough, like, already. Probably still gets a plate. And we lane swap. And usually gets another mark. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, well done, AoE. Poor concept, man. It's getting fisted. When I've seen Poppy top so far, I'm really sold in the Jax that it's good. I think it's fine in the Gragas too, but maybe they didn't have the read that Cassante mid was flexible for fly. I feel like that's wrong though, because most teams should know that that's playable. Or at the least doable. Alright. Nice flash by Faisal. That's a solo kill. Well done. This is the lane that Will has to get involved in for sure. Cannot. Oh, he's badass. He's way up now. Look at that. Sunfire and Iceborne against Nada. Good for Faisal. That's really important this game because the first two dragons went over to AoE. And it's a gold lead for Fly, but honestly, it's... I mean, I think it's Fly favored, but it's playable for AoE. Good find. Annie Rek'Sai, let's go. Faisal's still really, really fucking big though, this game. Like, that's just gonna be a problem. Alright. I mean, as this game moves forward, it's really hard to play Rek'Sai. Yeah. Into, like, fucking Gragas, Cassante, Kindred. It'd be hard. Woo! Will's Rek'Sai is good though. It's making shit happen. I think Fly's Wrath is gonna continue to be swift, man. They play 3 good teams. Week 1. I don't know what this game like. This game's just hard. Like it really is just like any Rek'Sai, whatever happens. Okay. Good force off. They can still reset though and be okay for dragon setup. It'll be a weird dragon reset though, because like they'll have to go back and spend gold right before. Again, if they want to spend. Okay. We have an IE. Nice. No need to Gale Force the Gragiar. We're gonna dodge it. Nice. Gragion from the no damage build. Boo. We don't like that. Alright, I checked it. No way, they just kept Rek'Sai out and sacked by Rex. Huh? Not Faisal too. Okay, that hurts a little. Like, they drop mid for this, but how much can they get off the Baron? Darkwing's is 16. I mean, I would look. Oh, boy. What happened? Oh god, Breezy just got melted and then Darkwing's got knocked up by Lulu. Wow, okay. Oh, it's a bit much. Maybe if UG Flash and Names for Spites, it's playable. But like, I don't think it's worth. At this point of the game, like, I don't think you want to flash this UG. I think you just want to save that for the objective fight. Like, I don't think that gets you much here. But, like, I mean, this is kind of the issue of Rek'Sai. Like, Will had a good game, and it's just, like, this champion is limited, you know? Nice polymorph. Well played. Nice, Mikhail's on the Masu. He just runs the fight. Oh, Masu went down. Not over yet. Even if Faisal just took negative damage. Necessary flash, but not great. Alright, they lose this now. I guess he burned the Unstoppable, so that's like their son to go. Woo! Damn. Honestly, padding the KDA at the end there. I think that draft is really hard to execute after things like did not go their way 1 through 5 again. Oh yeah, this is the Swain Ziggs game. God damn. Hold on. Getting a little hot. Give me a sec. Oh. All right. So we have a Swain and the Annie, and then Cassante picked up. Let me give away Annie Wukong for that. It's a first pick Kindred. Wow. They've been Gragas in the 2 Kindred counters for this. I don't hate it. Gwen value is fucking insane here, though. Gwen's legit invincible this game. So I expect Gwen to just 1v9. I think they need to set Gwen behind. I actually think you really need to set Gwen behind in this draft. If not, I think it's like GG'd. Nice trade. God, I haven't seen this matchup in a little bit. I didn't mind Swain and the Annie. I think that, like, the Enchantress meta there right now, it's like too many things outrange it. Nice flash react from Darkwings. The flash got him too close to turret for me to be like, oh, he should have thrown Q instead of W there. Nice. Whoa. Whoa. Well played, Will. Well played, Yuji, too. God damn. I'll throw this one down on the replay. It's a little bit goofy, but they did have it calculated, at least. But Yuji had it calculated as well. Can't believe we're seeing a Faisal Gwen. I'm a fan. I guess that flash means the drag goes over. It's a tad late, but it's still on, like, pretty on time for AoE. AoE definitely needs these things. My concern is that Gwen has not been set behind. I think that Gwen is going to be so big later. 2 points, though, for the Ziggs is good. And you got Spyrax Flash. Nice. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, it's huge. Wow. All right, that's really good, actually. This Aphelios is miles behind. Well played, AoE. That's a lot of damage. Really well done. I fear Gwen's gonna be a problem. At the moment, it's like, how much can we keep Aphelios down? And then how many turrets can Ziggs get? Because Ziggs can snowball this game pretty fast. So I like how AoE is sending him top. They're gonna try and at least chip this. Fight Quest did match. They still lose, but this slows him down more than Gwen would. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That hurts a lot. I mean, they get Spyrax. It still hurts. They have the wave in deep bot too. They got Faisal. What happened to Concept here? Oh no, he didn't buff or anything, and then he just got. Oh no, he wasn't able to like 3Q anyone over to ult out. Oh, you learned something. Alright, Dragon Taken still a little bit late for the 2, but they have 2. Oh, nice chunk. Good flash. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. That's a shutdown that goes over to Masu. Oh, again. Wow, they found it again. And Yuji just trades 1 for 1. But Spyrax is here with no flash. Can you get in? Whoops. Double for Will. And Will's doing some good things. It's an OP Kinder without Milio. Oh, it's the Mandate Swain build? Okay, curious. Wow, Masu flashed that? Jesus. Oh, they're gonna get Spyrax. Ooh. This game's actually kind of close. Like I think AoE's like had good moments. Just like, can they do enough? I think the answer is no. Eventually, marksman DPS is gonna catch up. And he is going Gale Force, thank God. Not that I expected IE on Aphelios, but... Alright, well spotted. Oh, nice. Really good fun. Yeah, Darkwings just can't... He's gonna take a long way to... Like, he was protected by 2 control wards, so he thought he could pull it off, but no. He's got to dip down there. Alright, well, it's gonna come down to this last dragon. And if they AoE get it, they have a lot of ways to apply Infernal Soul. It's pretty damn good for them. But this is where Gwen can get really fucking scary. It's an Ashes build. I still like full AP Gwen. I think for the Cassante 1v1, Ashes is fine, but I like full AP Gwen. And that build does not involve an Ashes. That involves a Death Cap. And a Zanya's. Oh, good find. Really well done, actually, from AoE. I mean, AoE's done some good things this series. It's a good use of TP. I like that a lot. Again, on Gwen, took her down. It's really, really good. They force Fi to take the long way. So Infernal Soul's on the board. Gonna TP in to stop them. Fisol's here, though. They got it. How much is it gonna matter? Oh. Oh my god, he gets him. Oh, holy shit, Masu. Wow. Holy cow, Masu. That was nice. That was really nice. Oh, really nice. Really nice. Oh, actually, you recovered decently well. Holy shit. Bot next gets one tap. Oh, no, that's quite yet. Bloods. Not close, but I guess maybe they were banking out a Masu ult. Who knows? Yeah, Ziggs passive with W. Woo! Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. Let's flip the Elder. Nah, 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 nah. Fuck, I'm tired, guys. I'm really tired. Oh, not like this. Yeah, Will cannot. Will has got all the gold. He just can't fight. Yuji was able to sneak out, and everyone else dies. Sad. Ziggs does a lot of damage, but it's all inanimate damage. Oh my god. That's an elder. Oh, man. That's kind of bad. Why are we face checking this shit? Oh, they built it. Let's get it. There's no contest. Damn, this game was actually pretty fun. Alright, that's 2. Okay. That's cool. Alright, Gwen's at 4 items. It's GG. I think Spyrex should have flashed our Dark Wings there. And... game ends. Okay, we saved for links. Oh my god, right as it expires. And then Yuji gets out with Luluwalt. They should be able to kite out Dark Wings. Oh. Oh, that's big. Yep. GG's. Gwen was a problem. Masu had good fights. I'm fucking tired. I'm gonna keep on going, guys. Alright, last series. 2 more games. TL versus Fear. Alright, so we give up Kitty. But we take Milio. And it's Kitty Zeri versus Milio Aphelios. I do think Aphelios... Dude, I am exhausted. Yeah, I know. I've been working hard. I mean, I like this draft for TL, just given that I think they worked Cassante Flex in a decent angle. Like, Kennen is really good here against the top side of Fear. And Zeri, it forces Zeri to, like, be careful at the angle she picks. Also, Maokai is really strong into Annie. And if it's... I think Wukong and Annie need to be able to win the mid 2v2 in order to get Zeri Yumi into a decent spot. And also maybe affect topside matchup where Kennen is slightly favored in the Gnar. I do think that Aphelios Milio can somewhat manage to control this game later on. And I'm curious to see if that's the case. I know I've seen the Arrow quad clip on Twitter. I mean, that was pretty fucking huge, so I kind of know how this game goes, but... Also, hello APA in chat. Alright, so that's scouted. We're going towards top side because we have Enchantresses. Yeah, I feel like all the teams like that handshook Milio Yumi this week were just like, fuck it, we're just gonna path top. We're gonna like do something actually productive with our junglers and learn something this week. Oh, we're gonna skip over Krugs. Or, oh no, fill up to the AoE clear. Okay, or parry the AoE clear. If you can greed AoE clears, I like it a lot. No fucking way. No fucking way. Oh my god. Okay. If parry flashes here and autos, don't you die? I know like you have flash to respond, but it's really close. Oh, parry gets though there and then it's kind of doomed. Oh no, Brad, they didn't get stunned. Yeah, it was on CD timer. It was close though. It would be a trade. Oh boy. Well, top lane's in really bad shape because of that now. Because that wave is shoving away from Philip, and Bradley has red buff and HP bar. TL winner. Bradley missed solo kill. He still can keep wave there though. It's really good. So he got flash, and now he's gonna get TP. Philip is forced on a pretty bad base. Okay. And right now, TL is just outlanding fear. And Wukong was set behind, so that made things a little bit harder. Like, this... I do think that, like, the Milio Aphelios, like, wins bot, but this should not be happening when you have Annie mid. My humble opinion. Plate going to top side. Top got a little bit unlucky for Philip. Oh, well played. Just well done by Philip. Big trade mid for APA, who's up pretty heavy. Bradley is in Narnia. Good find from Perry. It's a big wave being lost. Mir's going to catch that. That's fine. Good job, Mir. The right call, and then... Zariumi hovered up here. I feel like they can bluff, though, and then go back down. Oh, wait. Interesting. So now they lost Rift. Where are they going? Yeah, we go bot. Curious that Arrow is taking so much attack speed early. I know that fellow's kits AD with his skill points, but yeah. I mean, Jesus. It's just like TL pounding lanes. Ah! Too bad. Oh no. Oh no, it's so doomed. Okay, this game's doomed. It is Jacques Show on Cassante. The Andres is necessary this game for Annie, for sure. Alright. Flash for flash. No unstoppable there. Dragon goes over to TL. Aphelios is up big. Things are chill. Alright. I mean, they still get the brick. They're still all bricked up. I mean, Windows denied, but it's fine. APA is stepping up into 4. He doesn't know it. Doesn't matter. Damn, Fear had objective bounties in this game very early. Oh my. Nice. All right. Oh, Jesus. I am Inui's forced out way back because this hits. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, Minui took like... Minui wasn't able to really DPS this fight, whereas Arrow goes untouched. And it's a nice ult from Philip. Like, I mean, it catches 5, but Shochi doesn't follow up with Bear until really late. And I feel like he overreaches for Bear. Also, we're playing Annie in the Milio, which I fucking detest. I feel like Milio completely neutralizes Annie. And if Annie all gets neutralized, then she's piss useless. Yeah, I did see that you caught the Yoomster. It's kind of a nice bonus, no? But also, Yuumi just can't detach and cannon. Alright. I mean, I respect the approach, so I get free brick for that. And here comes the play where the game ends. Hooray. So everything goes on to Mir, who lives, and then it's so fat. It's actually just everywhere from Arrow. That's probably going to be our play of the week. And that's just the game. It's pretty thick. Yeah, that's pretty fat. Wow. See the bump from an Arrow find all those kills and the bump from Baron on the map. That's pretty funny. Yeah, that was pretty thick. Oh my god, Perry almost dies from all that from Arrow. Holy shit. Wallets are being thrown around. Bradley dies for the homies? I mean, this is Soul. The Soul's not really worth anything. Game's kind of a stomp. Oh? Oh? Yep. That'll do it. Yep, that'll do it. Okay. Well, this game was one-sided. Next game. Oh, we picked Ari into TF. Curious. Alright, they actually gave up Milio this time. So it's double marksman with Milio. This is not bad. I will say that I think that Aphelios Lulu should still win that lane. I think Aphelios is really strong right now. And the TF definitely brings a good amount of control later. You can go affect the Jax lane too, which is nice. Jax side is a really good combo, so Cassante actually, I don't want to say is losing, but it's harder there. And then the Cassio zigs into the Ahri pick. I mean, Ahri, like, you can dodge out on Sej. You can, like, try and make plays early. Maybe they just think that, like, they're not going to win later. But I don't love it. It's hard. You're going to get outranged by the TF no matter what when it's TF Lulu. I guess the ability to make plays isn't bad, but I really like the TF into Ahri matchup, and APA has already proved they can win with it. Or win it, I should say. So a lot of this now falls on mid game. And what can Fear get? Wait, arrow ghosted? What arrow goes for? Oh. Ah! I mean, Parry should know it's a split map. Yeah, he does. Okay. This does enable Bradley to play this matchup really aggressively. He does have grass, so it's winnable. Hmm. Yeah, a little bit. That's true. Oh, it's the Shiv build. No fucking way. Ah. Tragic. Nice flash by arrow. I like Manui pushing the pace or the tempo there. It's not bad. Oh, Philip wasn't able to find it over the wall. He was trying to yoink him to parry. Oops. That hurt. If they get that kill, it's actually really big. Parry would have been really far ahead off that. Like, he's still pretty far ahead right now, but that would have been really bad. What the fuck is going on? And Bradley lives, which is, I guess, in itself a little bit of a miracle. But all of TL is rotating up here. And then they don't get nada. They did get the rift. Oh my god. Okay, well that's a little bit unfortunate for Fear. Yeah, it was a good steal. That fucks Fear's tempo like really hard. I mean, the only bummer right now is that Manui's gonna get a plate. But he only gets one plate, that's fine. Alright. Now what is Arrow? Because Arrow gets a plate here too. Oh, he's just gonna rush Gale Force. I think that's fine. You can get Kraken second. But Shiv Rush versus Roa. I mean, TF can still deal with the shove pretty easily. Philip played that nice. Really nice, actually. He's using his ultimate to, like, get out of the Counter-Strike range, which I like a lot. It's just a good sign of knowing matchup. APA and Mirror split dinner. Honestly, good base cancel from Bradley. They get first break off that. Wow. That's a lot, actually. Oh, that's kind of unlucky. Oh, that's more unlucky. No way. No way. Oh, it's so sad, actually. Wow. That's a tempo destroyer for Fear. That's a tempo destroyer for Fear. Fuck, man. That's so deep. I mean, I think it's the right play to look for Fear. I mean, they're just overextended. Even if they get the kill, I don't think it's worth, though. The APA was coming out of base, too. Maybe just force him out and then go play for Raptor Camp. Maybe that's it. So, I mean, this is the issue I have with the Ahri build, too, is I still feel like Ahri gets fucked by TF, and you can match to the push. But you aren't going to beat this guy in a side lane. Like, you don't have damage with this build to kill anyone. Like, I know this build's OP, and you can clear waves like that, but TF gets to do the same now. Alright, now they get double crash. Sick. Good answer. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this answer. I don't think this answer worked for me. Wait, hold on. Okay, if Cassante is coming from that angle... Also, Shoshi doesn't have TP. Or, doesn't have ult. Why not ult where Cassante's at, though? Like, if that's where Arrow has to go back. I know that you don't have your ult, but in theory, that's like the one way you could actually interact with what's going on here. Because he TPs and then doesn't get an assist, which kind of sucks. And with Ahri, too, like, you want to side, so, like, you want to go fix, yeah, you know... At least with this build on Ahri. Okay. Alright, sick. Wave's dead. Oh my... Oh, wait, what? Oh, we got charmed up. Well, that sucks. That's an oops. The wave's all the way in, though. Well, died for RFC. I mean, that's pretty big for Fear. Like, they really need the third dragon. I mean, I still kind of favor the position that you guys are in right now, just because, like, this is where TF becomes so fucking annoying. And you just control the entire map. Nice buffer from Philip, but not enough. He's gonna go down here. Good try. Oh, yeah, I saw this clip on Twitter. Okay, I mean... So, double move. Fear pull... Did Fear need the pull off? Does Fear need the pull off here? I think TL's smart to hit. Oh, we blue card saluted. Yeah. Jesus. Well, that's game. Yeah, man. Like, this fucking sped up RFC TF with Shiv gold card is so oppressive. It's so oppressive, actually. If you get to this stage of the game, like, there's just nothing that beats it. I mean, all I have to do now is just deny dragons and the game ends. And it's not even for soul, it's just so Elder doesn't fucking spawn. Yeah. I mean, good game. I didn't like the Ari answer. I think if you're going to do that, just run LeBlanc. If you're going to go for the Shiv build. You can't play LeBlanc into TF2. Oh, LB was banned? Okay. Bradley? That was a limit test, I fear. Oh, nice ult. Okay. Hey, what's up, Keel? I don't know, I don't know how Fear, like, I don't know how you can play in, there's so many drafts, I just don't know how you can play in the TF later. I think he just has, like, too much range, utility, and upfront damage with his build. Or it's like, you have to make a crazy play to, like, actually get him off the map. Like, I don't know, like, what the pick is into him. Like, I'm tempted to say Azir. Just because, like, you can scoop him. But he's even going to outrange Azir later. And Azir can't contest him in sides. I've already seen it against Syndra. That didn't work. Oh my god. That's GG. Yeah. Hooray. Oh my god. That's so filthy. GG's. Dude, people's got to start banning TF 1 through 3 against you guys. Alright, guys, that's it for me tonight. I'm fucking gassed. I gotta cast him. I work tomorrow, too. I'm on B-Stream tomorrow. And then... I get my Twitch account back this time next week. So hopefully by then we'll be good. I'll go through 6 games tomorrow, though. Anyway. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Good point today. Good wins. Each of you. So, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.